Florida gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts? Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Max Kepler is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. So stepping in, Royce Lewis. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First offering on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
The 1-2.
Ball back outside.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Striding into the box, Dylan Carlson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Fouled away. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
To the plate now, Lane Thomas. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 276 the average coming in for him. 14 homers, 39 driven in. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Popped him up. Donaldson is right there. 2 gone.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Matt Carpenter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the imposing power bat, Mitch Garver.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. In now, Josh Donaldson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Popped up. Goldschmidt over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Now at the plate, Ryan Mountcastle will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Mountcastle swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is his second year as a major leaguer. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins first baseman. Michaelis has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. And that'll bring up Nick Schufo. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball well outside.
Get down for 1-1.
Here's a pop-up now. Donaldson has room in foul territory. 1 out.
The right fielder.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Odell. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's Colton Wong now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now a throw over. The 1-0 is taken. Strike one. Wong, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Runners on first with one down. A swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and it's fouled away. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
The 1-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2.
We got 3 and 2.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3 and 2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Cards leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Standing in, Jorge Polanco, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping into the box, Alex Kirilloff. He went deep in the contest last night. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Thomas to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Brendan Rodgers.
So one away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Carlson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Outside at 94, one ball and one strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive.
Swing and a drive and gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 22 on the year as the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate now, Royce Lewis. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1.
We got full count.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full, and we are tied 2-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Rafael Devers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fouled away. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. All right, so time now for the Twins Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper levels of the minor leagues. Into the box now, Tommy Edman. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Grounded back up the middle, scooped up. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The left fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Settling in now, Dylan Carlson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Lays off 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Into center field, line drive base hit. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
So now to the plate, Lane Thomas, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the 1-0. And it's fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The set and the 2-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that one. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
At the plate, Nick Schufo. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. That's in there, base hit. And they'll add another run to their lead as the run scores from second to make it 4-2 now.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Kevin Odell. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The set and the 1-1. Popped up, and this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. One and two. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Payoff pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Colton Wong. From the stretch.
Ball, that's inside. Ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Outside. 3-0 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
And that's in there. 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cardinals are out in front, 4-2. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So striding in, Byron Buxton looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Wait,
Now here's the pitch.
he's so pretty. So do you want to go to Walmart?
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thomas has it
Because
for
we need to
round
go
number
anyway,
one.
or at least I do, at some point this weekend.
The batter, the catcher, Mitch.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Garver. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that misses for ball one. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game.
Sit and rip. Oh, why didn't I swing?
95 miles an hour, a ball
Pussy.
strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Do it again. All right, good
Okay
eye.
for ball number
That's
two.
because I was so fucking worried for that, but I knew it was a fastball. Like, what am I doing? Sitting on it. Sitting on it.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
Sitting on it.
Just
They
out
fouled
in
off,
front of
and
that
that's
one,
a
still
fucking
2-2.
ball.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Why am I swinging
Tough
so early?
curveball
That's a
that
home
time,
run.
but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. 3-2 pitch. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball four. Standing in, Josh
The
Donaldson.
third baseman, number 24.
From the belt, the pitch.
Donaldson.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Runners on first with one down. Line to the right side, and they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired.
Leading off for the Cardinals. The first
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, the third baseman, Raphael Devers.
So the base is empty here with one away. And that brings up the third baseman, Raphael Devers. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now.
Edmund.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. All even now, 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Home half of the 5th coming up. Cards lead it 4-2. Stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carlson comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Striding in, Alex Kirilloff. He flew out in his last at-bat.